أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue with page number 28 of Tabir al-Qur'ani. As we started the new chapter of Binyatul Fitabir al-Qur'ani, and we learn about that how Quran uses different types of word in a particular situation, like a verb and an ism. We learn that a verb that always shows an action, an ism that always shows a permanent quality, like ism file, like how a ism file can be used instead of a verb to just show that 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 action has already been like established, or the work is already been completed, like in the example in the Quran or from Surah Baqarah, inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that I'm going to like send a successor, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses here ja'ilun, the ism file, to show that something has sabit and something is confirmed. So with that, inshallah, we'll continue with page number 28 now. I will start with the Arabic text reading. وَمِثْلُهُ قَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى لِنُوحٍ عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ وَلَا تُخَاطِبْنِي فِي الَّذِينَ زَعَمُوا إِنَّهُمْ مُغْرَقُونَ. This is from Surah Hud, ayat number 37. فَلَمْ يَقُلْ سَأُغْرِقُهُمْ أو إنهم سيغرقون ولكنه أخرجه مخرج الأمر الثابت، أي كأن الأمر استقر وانتهى. So الأمر استقر وانتهى. So here, like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Prophet Nuh alayhi salam that do not وَلَا تُخَاطِبْنِي فِي الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا, like do not plead with me concerning those who have wronged, they are doomed. فِي الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا إِنَّهُمْ مُغْرَقُونَ, like he did not say I will drown them. وَلَا تُخَاطِبْنِي فِي الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا إِنَّهُمْ مُغْرَقُونَ, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not say I will drown them or they will be drowned, but expressed it as if the matter is already decided and like complete, like Mughrakun has been, like they have already been drowned. In the same way, we'll see the next example when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمِثْلُهُ قَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى في قوم لوط عليه السلام ولما جاءت رسلنا بإبراهيم بالبشرى قالوا إنا مهلكو أهل هذه القرية. And this is Surah Ankabut, ayat number 31, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that about the people of the Lut, when messengers came to Ibrahim with good news, they said, we are destroyers of the people of this town. So they did not say, we will destroy, but used, you can see here, the muhliku ahli hazil karya, like, but they use the ism form indicating like something has already happened, like the certainty of the action and the finality. So as if the decree is already fixed. So Alhamdulillah, this is the example that have been continued for the comparison of fail and the ism. Then he continued telling us, "Walam yakulu sanuhliku فذكرها بالصيغة الاسمية اسمية للدلالة." This has been on على subuti, like this is showing us that the ism file, ism has shown us that something has already happened, like something has already done or already been fixed. So فخلاصة الأمر فخلاصة الأمر the next para فخلاصة الأمر أن الفعل يدل على الحدوث والتجدد والاسم يدل على الثبوت والاستقرار. So in short, like the khulasa, the summary is that a verb, a fail shows action, like it is on and renewal, like something is continued, while a ism shows stability, yadullu ala as-subuti, stability, and you can say the istikrar, that is the firmness, we can say. Then وقد استعمل وقد استعمل القرآن الفعل والاسم استعمالا فنيا في غاية الفن والدقة. So the Quran uses the verbs and the nouns in an you can say artistically precise way. Now here we are going to have another example from here from so it says فَمِنْ ذَلِكَ, and in the example like فَمِنْ ذَلِكَ قَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى يُخْرِجُ الْحَيَّ مِنَ الْمَيِّتِ وَمُخْرِجُ الْمَيِّتِ مِنَ الْحَيِّ ذَلِكُمُ اللَّهُ فَأَنَّى تُؤْفَكُونَ. And this is Surah An'am, ayat number 95. So, like, for example, in the verse, Famin, in the verse, he brings out the living from the dead, and he is the bringer out of the dead from the living. That is Allah. So, how are you deluded? So, for Anna to Fakun. So, this is Surah An'am. So, Allah uses the verb form yukhriju with the living, because we see that life is about motion and life is changing. Life is always in the process of renewal. And use the noun form mukhrij, like mukhrijul mayyit, with the dead, because death is like uh, it's um it's characterized by its stability or its stillness. So this is how يخرج الحي من الميت ومخرج الميت من الحي. So we have this example. Then again, وذلك فاستعمل من الفعل so فاستعمل الفعل مع الحي فقال يخرج، واستعمل الاسم من مع الميت فقال مخرج. So with the life with حي, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use يخرج, and with mayiti, with the maut, with the death, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses mukhriju, the constant like ism form. Wazalika, here, wazalika lianna, wazalika لأن أبرز صفات الحي الحركة والتجدد فجاء معه بالصيغة الفعلية الدالة على الحركة والتجدد. ولأن الميت في حالة جمود وسكون، ولأن ميت في حالة جمود، جمود means stability وسكون، the سكون the state of سكون and جمود، وثبوت جاء معه بالصيغة الاسمية الدلالة على الثبوت، فقال ومخرج الميت من الحي، ومخرج الميت من الحي. So again, but someone may ask like when فاستعمل الفعل مع الحي فقال يخرج، واستعمل الاسم مع الميت فقال مخرج. So, وذلك لأن it says that Dr. Father Samray tells us that here وذلك لأن أبرز صفات الحي الحركة والتجدد فجاء معه بالصيغة الفعلية الدالة على الحركة والتجدد. So he says that why then in here we can say yes ومخرج الميت من الحي. Then continues saying that وقد تقول ولماذا قال في سورة آل عمران وتخرج حي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي. In Surah Al Imran, ayat number here, it's 27. بصيغة الدلالة على التجدد في الموطنين. So let's see here, like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use the verb yukhriju for the living, because as mentioned, the life is continuously changing, like it's in motion. But also Dr. Father Samai says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses mukhrij, like with the death, with death, because death is characterized as stillness and like stability. Then he says that, but someone may ask, like, why then in Surah Al Imran, in ayat number 27, did Allah say in both cases, you bring out the living from the dead and you bring out the dead from the living? So using verbs for both. Here, بصيغة دالة على التجدد في الموطنين. So in both places, في الموطنين, this is the dual siga, that means in both places. وتخرج الحية تخرج and وتخرج الميت من الحي. So in both. So the answer now, فنقول. So now our Dr. Father Samurai is giving us the answer. فنقول إن السياق, in the background, the context, as we have, Alhamdulillah, done chapter number 1, and we notice that Dr. Father Samurai is insisting upon, and he is just emphasizing upon the context, like everything. The context is telling us that whether why a certain word has been used, why a verb has been used, why a noun has been used. So again, he is emphasizing that إن السياق في آل إمران يختلف عنه في الأنعام. آه، في الأنعام وذلك أن السياق في آل عمران هو في تغير والحدوث والتجدد عموما. فالله فالله سبحانه يؤتي ملكه من يشاء أو ينزع منه ويعز من يشاء أو يذله من يشاء أو يذله ويغير الليل والنهار ويخرج الحي من الميت ويخرج الميت من الحي. Then he says that, so here he's saying that, let's translate it here. So the answer is that in the context of Al Imran is all about change and continuous action, you can say. Uh, this is the reason يختلف عنه في الأنعام وذلك أن السياق في آل عمران هو في تغير والحدوث والتجدد عموما. So he's saying that, like in Al Imran, it's all about change and continuous action, like Allah gives and takes away kingdom, honors and humiliates whom he wills, and changes the night and the day here. It says that, like وَيُغَيِّرُ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ وَيُعِزُّ مَن يَشَاءُ or يُذِلُّهُ. So it's the actions have been changing. So وَيُخْرِجُ الْحَيَّ مِنَ الْمَيِّتِ وَيُخْرِجُ الْمَيِّتَ مِنَ الْحَيِّ. So here that was سياق فالسياق وغير ذلك من الأحداث. فالسياق كله حركة وتغير وتغيير وتبديل. فجاء فجاء بالصيغة الفعلية في الموطنين. It continues to page number 29. So now Dr. Fadil Samra is telling us that this in Surah Al-Imran, in this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just, it's all about changing and the continuous action. Like Allah is giving and taking away the kingdom, the honors, the humiliation, like he humiliates like whom he wills, like changing the night and the day and brings life and death. So the entire passage just revolves around the motion, and transformation, the changes, the renewal. Therefore, the verb form fits perfectly in both places. Like here, like it's mentioned, وَيُخْرِجُ الْمَيِّتَ مِنَ الْحَيِّ like here. Uh, so that is why تخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي. So in both places, uh, you see that the verb form has been used because in the siyak, in the context, we see that all the verbs have been used that usually are used for the changes. So therefore, the verb form just fits perfectly in both uh, forms. So this is Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, page number 28. And this passages beautifully shows that how Quran chooses between a noun and a verb with deep purpose. Like a verb in Arabic, we know that it just implies something is happening, something is moving and repeating, like an action is in progress. And a noun is implying that something is fixed, something is certain, something is complete, like a state that has been settled. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Nuh alayhi salam that they are drowned, like innahum mughraqun, so he didn't say that they will drown, like because the decision was final. Allah has already decided, and that's unchangeable. Like it's as if it has already been already happened. And the same with the angels, like saying to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, like we are destroyers of this town, like not will here destroyed. Like again, the decree was decided, like inna muhliku ahli hazihil karya. It has already been decided. Like then Dr. Father Samrai just explains this principle through another example, and that example was about yukhriju and mukhrij like yukhrij, with the living because the life means movement and renewal. And again, he says that here, mukhrijul mayyiti min al-hayy, like in the Quran says, this use mukhrij with the dead because death is stillness, like it's sukoon and it's stable. And like here we see this. Then again, in Surah Al Imran, we see the whole passage is about this whole passage about the continuous change, like giving and taking the power, like and the alteration in the night and the day. So their verbs just fit better in both places to match the moving context. Like the context says that there is transformation, there are changes. So the Quran choice between the noun and the verb is like it's never random. We have been repeating this that it's never random. It just perfectly matches the siyak, the meaning, the mood of the words. We can say the verb that here in this page we saw that this verb is telling us that it's all about the movement, it's all about the change and the renewal, and the noun is all about the certainty, the finality, and the stability. So, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, page number 28 has been completed. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.